What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror thriller film review. Today, we're going to continue off the Hostel films. Hostel Part 2. Released by Lionsgate January 8th, 2007. Produced by Mike Fleece and Chris Biggs. Produced, written, and directed by Eli Roth. Um, and he's done other films like The House with the Clock in its Walls, Death Wish, Knock Knock, The Green Inferno. It's had a budget of $10.2 million and had a box office earnings of only $35.6 million. So it was a modest success, I guess you can say. But yeah, Hostel Part 2. Well, it's pretty much the same as Hostel Part 1, except it's gender swapped. So there's a group of like four chicks going through Europe, and they're like partying in this like remote area and stuff, which actually ends up being the same spot where the um, company that does where you could pay to torture people and stuff. Um, yeah, is, and that's where they get their tourists to torture them and stuff. So, yeah, that is that. But then there's also you also see the side of the people who pay to torture people and stuff, the millionaires and stuff that want to take part in this a bit into their lives a bit, and then there's some like humanity feeling, I guess you could say, in some of them where they have second thoughts of it and stuff, and things don't go the way. But then throughout like the torture sessions and stuff, you see and learn more a little bit about the company that's running it as well. Where there's like a contract where you have to murder somebody to leave and things like that. Um, but yeah, but besides extra gore, it's pretty much the same movie as Hostel, which is a big downfall because they had a very big idea of they had a good thing going with the first one. Yeah, most of the characters thrown away, but could have expanded it so much more. Instead, they kept it confined and safe in the safe zone where they didn't want to push it any further. Where Saw kind of just like pushed stuff a little bit further each time. This one basically kept it the same. They did push the gore and stuff a little bit more, but for the most part, they pretty much kept the same thing, and people noticed it when it came out, and that's one thing that made this movie not that interesting. You're not like you don't. It's not like, oh, what's actually going to happen next. It's more like, okay, can we just get to the torture? Can we get to the gore and all that? And you're just waiting for it. They do have some cool scenes where they run through woods and stuff, and you're just waiting for them to get captured, but you don't know when and stuff. And it's more musing and more of like a horror sense in that. And that I like that addition to it. It wasn't just like they pick people off the street like in the first one. But yeah, but once you get to the torture stuff and that, there's some pretty big full body like dismemberments and stuff like that, and they cut like some guy's dick off and things like that that are way more. They're pretty well done. It's all practical and stuff, and it looks pretty good. Not gonna lie, on these in the films. So, uh, yeah. So the gore and everything is top notch and everything. It's done by Greg Nicotero, who did like The Walking Dead and stuff. So he knows what he's doing with all those things. So it's definitely a plus for that. But for the rest of it, besides the little expanding of like the what we know, um, it's pretty much Hostile. And that's the downfall of this movie. The acting's good and cinematography's good and stuff, but none of that can save the fact that they pretty much just rehashed the same movie with a little bits of new things here and there, but not enough to really, as much as a sequel should, expand. They played it way too safe. So I'm gonna give Hostel Part 2 a 2.5 out of 5. Um, but yeah, if this sounds like something you might be interested in, you want to check it out, or if you want to relive it or whatever, check this link down below. Like always, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. That's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually have the film title and hashtag. So I'm joining a film and a hashtag so you're aware of it. And also my letterbox is down below, Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first rating right after watching the film. So follow me on one of those two platforms, stay in with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And yeah, if you have any films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try my hardest to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. So yeah, and also let me know if you want me to do Hostel Part 3, because I'm not planning on doing that yet. So I think I'm hosteled out for right now, so we're going to stop at that. But if you want me to do Hostel, give me my opinions on Hostel Part 3 sooner than later, comment that down below as well. Make sure you subscribe so if you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out, or so you hear my opinions on popular films, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, I'm actually going to check out a more different bodily horror. This is the German. I'm going to be looking at the German thriller Anatomy. Yeah, med students with weird cadavers and possibly run by a cult. Yeah, sounds interesting. Going to check it out. Make sure you tune in for the next one for that. And as I continue checking out all these creepy, weird, and Halloween favorite type movies before Halloween, all the way up to Halloween, and even beyond that, I think I'm gonna have like 12 more to do by the time Halloween hits. So we're gonna go right into mid-November with all this horror, so horror, thriller, and all the sci-fi and all that good stuff. So make sure you ring that bell so you're notified. And yeah, but that's it for this one. So watch out for all those stupid terrorists getting taken away and killed. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.